good news and bad news. Bad news first. The bad news is I have a brain tumor. The good news is I have the best kind of brain tumor you could possibly have. It's located on my pituitary gland, which is sort of the underside of the brain, and it's not cancerous. It's a benign tumor that has been growing in size apparently for a while and causing me all sorts of problems. It has really affected me in terms of my energy level. I've really felt a lot of fatigue.
Yeah, when he says fatigue, he doesn't just mean, oh, I'm feeling a little tired. He means like it takes effort to stand up to get out of a chair. Fatigue.
Yeah. I had these symptoms and I was like, am I just getting old? Am I just that bad out of shape? I mean, I know I'm out of shape, but is it that bad that, I'm having trouble getting up out of a chair? Or, I would find myself wanting to sleep all afternoon.
Very out of character for him. He's usually somebody that doesn't sleep a whole lot. So when he says he wants to take a nap, it's like he feels pretty bad.
I'm usually a pretty energetic, optimistic, upbeat person, and I've just felt out of sorts all year long, and it's just gotten progressively worse. So you guys know that we had earlier this year announced we were going to go to Nova Scotia, take our Airstream up the eastern seaboard. We're going to be traveling throughout the Northeast, and when we get to Maine, we're going to join up with a caravan, and we're going to have a planned journey through the Canadian provinces. And so it's going to be something totally different than what we've done previously. We kind of had a problem with the company we were going with because we were going to go with a caravan. And so we decided we'll just go on our own. Maybe we'll take our Airstream up the eastern seaboard ourselves. Well, as we were prepping to make that trip, these symptoms started just getting worse, and I finally said, I've got to get myself checked out. I'm going to have to go to a doctor, get a physical. So I went in and I said, I want to do blood tests. I want to get to the bottom of this because I don't feel healthy.
Yeah.
And I really was fearing the worst, right? Because I went in not knowing what they're going to come back with. They did some blood tests. They found kind of a red flag. So they did more blood tests, and they found a second red flag. Then I did an MRI test
on
my brain.
Yeah, especially your hand, you move your hand.
Yeah, sure enough, it turned out that I have this tumor that has been growing for a while, and it's 8 millimeters in size. If it was only 2 millimeters larger, it would be classified as a macro adenoma, which would mean it would probably require surgery. Because even though the tumor is benign and non-cancerous, as it gets larger, it will encroach on other tissues, and it sits right beneath my optic nerve. So what happens with some people, if they don't get this checked in time, is they start to lose their eyesight, their vision starts to go out. They start having double vision, they start to lose their peripheral vision, and in theory you could go blind from the tumor damaging your optic nerve. Thankfully, mine was caught in time to treat first through medicinal means. So right now I'm taking a medicine that is intended to shrink the tumor and actually has a fantastic success rate. All right, take a look at this in my hand. This stuff is so potent. That is half a week's dosage. So the entire month's supply consists of 4 pills, and you cut them in half. This is so strong. And if it doesn't work, you have to go to plan B, which is basically brain surgery, where they go in and they remove the tumor. And the odds of success in that brain surgery, I think, is around 30%. So obviously, you want to beat it medicinally if at all possible.
Because I believe if the brain surgery didn't work, then your next line of defense is they would do radiation on it to reduce the size of the tumor.
Right.
So we want the medication to work. That is what we are hoping and praying for, and we're optimistic that it will.
We just wanted to give you guys an update because a lot of people have asked,
Where are you?
Why aren't you in Nova Scotia? Why aren't you
on
in
the road?
Banff? Why aren't you in Montana? We would love to be in all these places, but at the moment, I am getting this medicine in my system. And
He's literally been on the medication for a week now, so we really want to, have him be on a little bit longer before we go out and get on the road. And he needs his energy levels to increase some because right now he's just really. The fatigue level is pretty high. So doing some of the physical activities that you have to do, hitching and unhitching, setting up camp, breaking down camp, he couldn't do it right now. And yes, I can do a lot of those things, but I would still need him to help me with some of them. And then again, riding in a car for long periods of time, I don't feel like he would feel like doing that either.
Towing, you guys know towing requires a lot of mental energy and focus.
And again, I could do the driving with the towing, but even just riding in a car, I think for long periods of time.
Yeah, and the other thing is,
wouldn't be good.
I don't really want to go to a national park just to sit inside our camper all day long.
Right, you want to be able to get out and enjoy it.
And I'm optimistic that after having this medicine in my system for a few weeks, that maybe I'm going to get my energy level back, and we're going to hit the road, and we're going to do all these things. But for now, I'm just sort of focusing on other things that we can do. We are still making videos, and I'm still able to be creative and put these videos out for you guys. That's really important to me. It gives me a lot of creative satisfaction. And I wanted to use this as an opportunity to remind you, if you have been feeling out of sorts, if you think you've got something going on with your health, don't hesitate to go get it checked.
Yeah.
Because if I had waited a few more months, I would be headed straight to surgery and basically having brain surgery right now, if you know what I mean. So if you think something's going on with you, go get it checked, because it's important they catch this stuff early before it gets out of control.
For sure. We want to make sure everybody is around as long as they possibly can be, and healthy and happy. And
so that's it, guys. Just a quick update. I need nothing or not. I just wanted you to know what's going on. I've got my medicine. I'm just going to take my medicine, and hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better soon. And that's it.
He's got a great doctor, got a great endocrinologist, specialist for this sort of thing.
This is not going to become the brain tumor channel.
No.
But I thought I would rather tell you and be upfront about the situation than try to hide it.
Yeah, and sort of let you guys know why we aren't out on the road when we normally would be this time of year, and just sort of get you up to speed on what's going on with us. And like he said, you don't need anything like that, but of course, I know you would appreciate their thoughts and prayers. Positive vibes.
Positive energy. Bit of a downer, long honeymoon video, I have to say. But you did get to see my brain.
That's right.
That's got to be a YouTube first.
It's really big.
Yeah, well.
Because you're so smart.
It's got so much crammed
It does
inside.
have so much knowledge in there.
As always, thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, please subscribe. There may be more brain tumor updates in the near future. Until next time, what do we say here?
Lo, lo,
Lo, lo,
lo.
lo.